You're looking live at Capitol Hill, where Vice President J.D. Vance will be joining Senate Republicans for their luncheon today and tomorrow. Top of mind, of course, the government shutdown with no deal in sight. And if you're going to the airport today, you might run into some delays, things becoming turbulent for air traffic controllers. They're missing their first full paycheck today. That means $0 in their direct deposit, and they plan to let everyone know how mad they are about it. Understandably, NewsNation's Xavier Walton joining us live from Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. Xavier, the air traffic controllers are essential employees. They have to work. What are we hearing about what's going to happen today?
Hannah, good morning. Yes, they are essential, and they are certainly unhappy. Who wants to work for free? But later today, later this morning, at 22 airports nationwide, air traffic controllers are going to be picketing to let people know exactly how they feel. And how's this for an image? As some are picketing air traffic controllers at LaGuardia in New York, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy is also holding a press conference, so you could have that potential clash at LaGuardia's airport, all as they are now working for free, the first full paycheck for air traffic controllers. And when you talk about delays and you talk about cancellations, those numbers continue to trickle up, so to speak. Here's part of a statement from air traffic controllers and what they're feeling right now. Tuesday marks, you see here, the first zero paycheck for air traffic controllers. Even as controllers, listen to this, have to work mandatory overtime 6 days a week and 10 hours a day. And they're practically working for free, right? Because they're not getting a paycheck. At last check, delays have now reached close to triple digits, cancellations in double digits. Some of the nation's busiest hubs, DFW here, Atlanta's Hartsfield, Jackson, Boston, Logan, Newark, Liberty, all reporting significant ground delays linked directly to staffing. You know, the FAA says it's doing what it can to keep the system safe, but with air traffic controllers working without pay, pressure certainly mounting fast. And I mentioned Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy, you know, sharing this on social media too. He stopped by a tower in Ohio. You know, he's saying that many are worried about paying their mortgages, car notes as the shutdown drags on. One former controller tells us patience is running thin.
You know, many of the ones that I know, they're still faithfully showing up to work every day and working the nation's air traffic in the national airspace system. And it's kind of been a day that they've been dreading, which is the first payday with the $0 paycheck. So I know that they're over the shutdown for sure. They're ready to get the government open back up.
So air traffic controllers at 22 airports nationwide handing out leaflets to show, you know, just how essential they really are. But also TSA officers. This is their first full paycheck that they won't be receiving. Thousands of them. I actually spoke to a group of them here, TSA officers at DFW, and one of them was telling me the two words that they would use to describe how they're feeling right now: anxious, also upset. The gentleman I spoke to also told me a story about a woman who couldn't work this afternoon because she can't afford childcare without receiving a paycheck. And that's just one story of the thousands that are happening right now because of the shutdown, Hannah.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.